Yeah, look, we would like to welcome everyone here, and we really appreciate you guys taking your time to come and have a media day with us. As we know, we're going to be going to the biggest tournament in African women's football, which is CAF Women's Champions League, and we're looking forward to it. We've been working hard as a team, and we are ready for it. Yeah, thanks, Kamkhele, and I'm glad that you posed that question. Immediately we've got a red card as early as in first half. Second half, during second half, I've did my best to encourage the girls to say, look, it happens in a game of football. Let's try to keep on probing. But when we got a second one, it was a bit frustrating. But after all, after losing, we've tried to lift the girls up. And you saw we came back to Hollywood bet and came back like a house on fire. We never dropped the ball. We kept on playing, and we won all the games that were left, and we were the champions of Hollywood. Look, that game, it has taught us a lot. We have learned a lot from that game in terms of, especially from the coach's perspective, in terms of the manner in which one would approach the game, and I believe that we're going to approach games differently this time around because of the situation that we found ourselves in earlier on. And it was a lesson learned from us, and which I've also explained to the players to say, look, we need to be very, very cautious in terms of how we approach the games in Ivory Coast. Yeah, look, this is how I normally get to gauge this tournament, I look at the teams, where do they come from, and I look especially their national teams, and in that way, surely it does give me a better idea of what to expect. We've seen what Morocco has been doing recently. They've been doing quite well, and it shows they've got two teams from Morocco. So basically, we must expect a lot of competition from the teams from Morocco. And lucky enough, we find ourselves in a group with one of the debutants, Sports of Casablanca, something like that. But we also know that there's Asfar Rabat in the other group. And when you look in terms of the Malian national team, how they did and in the previous World Cup, now you see why the team from Mali also dominated I don't know what's the region called, hence they found themselves there, And you also look in terms of the other teams from the other group, you can see as much as Ghana didn't do well in the WAFCON, but you've got a team from Ghana in Amperdako, which we saw them when they were playing against Central Bank of Ethiopia and the in the Wafu B, that they're very, very strong side. So basically, it's going to be a bit of a difficult tournament, and taking into consideration that all the other debutants that they find themselves in a group, they will also want to prove a point to say they are not just there to add a number, but they are there to compete. Yeah, I'm glad you once posed this question. When you look in 2021, the manner in which we've approached that tournament, one would say when you compare our performance from Hollywood to CAF Champions League, at Hollywood we were a free scoring team, but when we've got to Champions League, we're not scoring so many goals. We only managed to score 4 goals and win the tournament. And when you go to 2022, you could tell from the word go, I still believe that we had the highest scoring team in the tournament in 2022, but the unfortunate part that we've lost it. So basically, what we've learned from the two tournaments is to try and focus more on ourselves. We mustn't worry much about the opponent, which I think 2021 we're a little bit focused more on the opponents and forgetting our strength. So those are the lessons that we've learned from the 2 previous tournaments. Do you want to go first or should I go first? Oh yeah, look, when you look at a team, as much as lately we've got a good run, when you look at a team, when we started in the Hollywood Super League, we were battling a little bit, but there it has to go back to the number of players that we've brought into the team, the new players that we've brought into the team. For them to gel with the team, it took us some time, and I'm excited that we finally found a fit at the right time when we are going for CAF Champions League. You can see your Tolagere, the Philo Tolagere, she's starting to be herself. She's starting to understand the role and started to understand what is expected of her, as well as Lebogang Ramalepe. As much as where she was playing as a right back, with us, we're playing as a right fullback. We also brought in Banyana. And I'm hoping that the performance that we've got now will be able to take it to CAF Champions League with us, and I'm excited and looking forward to this one.
Njengomcoach asho siyakukhefu number one eligini, so isiphi confidence as players and as a team, so siyalaphayana nge-confidence high.
Yeah, look, it's a bit worrying to see that six of the players that we were hoping that would have them in a team are not there, and we're not going to have Radamel out in this tournament. We're not going to have Tisetso Makubela, she's a very versatile player, and we're also not going to have Tato Letsoso, who's also out. We're also not going to have Salome Kekana, who's also out. And, we're also not going to have Banyana Mbani through the injury that she picked up from the World Cup. So, but, we would soldier on with what we have. And we're taking about 21 players to CAF Champions League with us. And it is what it is. We'll have to face the tournament with what we have.
We're very excited, and kunabanye player masha, so they've never played CAF before. So they are excited. The mood is very high. We've been training, so yeah, we are ready.